Hi everyone, today I want to talk to you about buying property off the plans. Now, what buying property off the plans means is that you are entering a contract with a developer who's going to deliver you a brand new property in the future, which you don't have to pay for in full until it is built in perhaps 6 months or a year's time. There are pros and cons to buying off the plans. A couple of the cons is that you must be good at reading plans to understand the lifestyle you're going to get from the project. So you really need to spend some time with the project architect and with the plans to get an understanding of how the house is going to work for your needs. And that is a skill. It's something that is not necessarily for everyone. So that is definitely something you want to look at. The other thing is that when you're buying off the plans, you also need to check that the developer is going to deliver what they are promising. So you really want to look at the track record, just look at what other projects they've done and how well they delivered on those. That's very important. In terms of the pros, one of the major pros, particularly in the market at the moment, is that you need a 20% deposit as a first home buyer. Now this is an enormous requirement. You know, on a $700,000 property, which is pretty typical these days in Wellington City, hard to find anything, in fact, lower than that value, you would need literally $140,000 saved just to get into the market. Now that's hard for people, that's a huge amount of money. Whereas buying off the plans, you only need a 10% deposit. Now on a $700,000 property, for instance, if you're buying your first home, you only need $70,000 to be able to afford to own that house. And not only that, you're also buying in the future, which gives you some time between committing to it to even save more money so you have more equity in the property by the time settlement comes. Now, I think that is a really exciting thing about buying off the plans for first home buyers in this market. A second benefit really depends on where you believe we are in the property cycle. Now, if you believe we are sort of, still in a rising market, because certainly this last 12 months, prices have been rising rapidly. If that is to continue, then there is enormous potential for capital gains before you have even had to pay for the property. So you can buy with a deposit and you can settle on the balance of the money when you take over the keys in up to a year's time. And if the property market moves by 10 or 15% in that time, like it has in the last 12 months, you can make an enormous capital gain with very, very little capital invested at the start. So that can be a benefit, but we are not here to guarantee any capital gain, because we do not know where we are in the cycle, and you have to use your own judgment in terms of where you believe things are going before you make any kind of commitment on that basis. But there certainly can be a benefit of buying off the plans. Finally, there's a bit of a departure from our normal videos, because we always give very objective advice in these videos, and we've tried to be balanced with this one, but we're very, very excited to announce that we are about to launch 26 brand new off-the-plan properties in Miramar in a development called Kairangi Rise. This is very exciting for us because Miramar is a very, very developed suburb, which is hard to find opportunities to buy brand new properties. And this is going to give us the opportunity to sell buyers in the marketplace, first home and second home buyers, brand new properties which they can settle on in the future, and they can buy off the plans today with as little as 10% down. So please have a look below. There's more information on these houses, and I hope this was really helpful. Thank you so much.